And this is some more of that old Lily being. This is a boat my husband decided that we needed to have when his friend told him about it. And then when he bought it, it was like a tiny little cartoon sized boat, and it just would not work for us. So it never left, it never hit water with us. It went back right back to its owner, just way too small. So our boat is still in our future, I hope. On our first cruise last year, my son decided that he was going to do karaoke. And after everybody in the family said they would do it, he was the only one. He didn't step back. He didn't cancel it or decide not to do it. He went ahead and he did it. He did a little Frank Sinatra, so I was pretty proud of him. So pretty basic. I just doodled on the edges. I just like the way that finishes the layout sometimes. And you can see again, 2 more PL cards trying to get to that 1200. Here is a whole stash of PLs. 1, 2, 3, 6, and labels. These are all from El Studio. I am not much of a purple person. I don't really use it. I know there are a lot of people who love purple. That usually doesn't match with anything anybody wears in the family. I have a lot of reds and blues in this home, so once in a while I get to use a lot of it, so I throw everything in there. It's kind of not my style. I usually don't put this much stuff on a layout, but I'm okay with it. Sometimes it just has to get done. I did this layout based on this picture, and it's all journaling about Wonder Woman being a state of mind. And I have to say that I completely agree. I mean, I'm really proud of this layout, and I was even happier when I posted it on the BYSS group, and it got so many comments, and it got such a reaction out of everyone. And so many people said they were going to try and do something just like this. They were inspired by it, so I just loved it. But you know, just at 50, you have a chance to go back and think about life and things that mean things to you. So the journaling was really important to me. It's good to get it down. More journaling, more PL cards. Again, doodling. That's a nice way to finish off a layout. Not a lot of stuff because I do have all these like 3D labels sticking out from these 2 photos. This was a conference I went to in Orlando, and that was a gorgeous hotel where they held it at. And I couldn't even tell you whose paper this is. Might be Studio Calico. Again, this is Lily B, and this is El Studio, but those are all PL cards. And then I did some of my doodling around it. I actually love the colors. The truck is green. The food truck is actually green. So it was nice that using the paper didn't overpower it. I think it came out okay. So this, I definitely don't remember who it is. But with that big green, it was hard to find something that was gonna call the attention away from that bright, weird photo. The big important thing was the discrepancy in numbers. My husband kills me on this game. These were for a Thickers challenge, and once I finished these, they helped me finish up my goal of using up 1,200 Thickers for the year. I am actually at 1,500 right now, and this is April 2020. So I'm pretty excited about that. These were some ideas that I shared with the group on how to bash some of those Thickers. And this one was a short quote. And this is a photo of the cruise ship, my very first cruise. So it was an experience, and I loved it, and I did it again last month, and I would totally do it again. I highly recommend it. Once this pandemic is over, go on a cruise. It's fantastic. This is also part of that Thickers challenge. I used hundreds of thickers on here with my grandson in a little PL card from El Studio. Again, a ton of thickers were used here. And this is a Prima, all Prima that I bought when I was in Vegas in November for my 50th. And this was also a quote, and I used two different fonts because of course I ran out of E's. So I just made all the section E, the other section, because it does say huge. I made it bigger letters. And then this is some really old bling from my stash. So it's busy, but it's beautiful. I love this photo of my mom and I. I actually feel like I look older than her, more serious than her, and stern than her. But I love my mama. Gotta glue that back on. This is another one for the PL, and I love to do filler shape. That's what I call it, and we're gonna be having a challenge for that coming up soon. So if you check out BYSS, we'll be on the lookout for that. I love to fill in shapes, hearts and circles, and just with my thickers, and the two colors help you like pull the title out. So I really love this layout. It's like one of my favorites for the year too. This is also another PL challenge layout. And as you can see, this one is of my youngest. Sorry, not PL, Thickers challenge. And this also put me over the top. Another Thickers challenge, and this is me and my grandma. And I actually use some gel medium in the background and acrylic paint. So I am not a mixed media expert, but once in a while I will do something like this. So this was outside of my wheelhouse, but I actually like the way that it came out. And so that was another challenge on BYSS. This was also another challenge, and this is also mixed media on BYSS. And this is my sisters and I. Yes, we have the same mom and the same dad. And this was when we went to Vegas to celebrate my 50th. This is also from Vegas. These are PL cards from El Studio. And I saw that title somewhere or heard it on a song or something. And my little sister called us and got that picture of us like minutes after I turned 50. So that was pretty cool. This is also for my Thickers bash, but on this one I bashed a ton of numbers, and these are my parents when they were younger. It was a photo that one of my sisters sent me. This is Felicity Jane again, and I love this collection. I wish I still had more of it. This is my oldest daughter, and these are some thickers, glitter thickers. I'm just obsessed with Township, so if you're on Township, look me up. I'm on Peace and Quiet, and I placed first place, and I'm just obsessed with it, so I made a layout about it. Once again, I did a layout with the cover sheet that tells you what is included in the collection kit. So that's what this strip is. I just cut off the name of the collection and use that piece to decorate my page. So I'm really getting my money's worth from this kit. This is my husband and two of his little brothers. You know what tree this is. It's just so majestic. This was some Christmas paper that I used for a Secret Santa exchange on BYSS Facebook group. We've been doing it for years, 2 years, 3 years maybe. It's always a lot of fun. This is a PL page, and I was able to get 5 photos in there, so I was really happy with that. And these are all Elle Studio. And this is my New York family with my kids. This is Felicity Jane again, and another PL card. And those are my parents with my youngest son. It's my daughter making a face in Tennessee, and this is all Felicity Jane. This is part of that paper that I just love from there. Their collections are amazing. I would highly recommend them. This is one of my little tucked in pockets where there's a journaling card inside. And this is my son with his boy, so I just thought it was cute. This is some Felicity Jane again, and this was for a challenge because you can see there's a chipboard and the buttons and the felt. And the words had to have 3 phrases and buttons and texture, and 3 photos. So that was for a material challenge, so you should check that out. This is one of my other favorite layouts from Felicity Jane. My daughter making faces, but everything on here I think is Felicity Jane except the buttons. Their kids just come jam-packed. This is another Felicity Jane, and I just love this mural on the side of this building in New York. And I got a couple of versions of the photos, so I think everything on here except the buttons again was also from Felicity Jane. They just give you so much stuff and so many different things. Another Felicity Jane, including the tissue paper that they're famous for and the puffy sticker. Another Felicity Jane, and these chipboard shapes. They just gave out so many of those. You really do need to check them out. Again, this was the strip that was at the bottom of the paper that labels the collection. And another Felicity Jane, and this one I bashed 3 PL cards. And this is one of their title words. This little charm was also from them. And they're just adorable. The only thing, I think these are all October Afternoon buttons that were in my stash. And once again, this is Felicity Jane. And again, some more of those charms that were in one pack, all of those. So it's just worth your money. But I love to use them in combination with my BYSS challenges. They just perfection on top of perfection. So this is my last single layout. So this is February 2020, part 1, single page layout, except for that 2-pager I missed. And there will be a part 2 with all 2-pagers. And I have a ton of 2-pagers for February as well. Those challenges, when they start doing those challenges, I go crazy doing stuff. So hopefully you can check out those challenges on BYSS and